Hey guys, it is the week before New Year's, and I just thought I'd do a quick little update. I didn't think I'd get one in before New Year's, but here we are. Alright, I'm going to zoom around here. Alright, here's my little setup. I've kind of changed a little bit. Got a little metal pan, because that'll reflect even more light. Got a little piece sitting up top. Alright, it's a little bright in there. It's nice and cozy and warm. First of all, if you're looking right here, you can see that my seeds did not do so well in the compost. I'm not blaming the compost, I'm blaming myself, because I think I had too much water or too much something. But I don't think it was the compost, because this one, you know, other things are doing well in here. You know, these are doing really well. I think I had my seeds too moist and they rotted. So, there's a couple of survivors in there. Upper left corner, lower right corner on the screen. I'm going to let those go for a while. I may try and put some more seeds. Now, these in the middle, these were the hybrid seeds. I wasn't exactly expecting these to give me a germination completely, because I know a lot of times with hybrids you do not get germination. I had one pepper. Actually, I had two peppers, but I accidentally screwed one up, messed it up. One of my red cherries germinated. Another one, I'm thinking the seed just was too wet. So anyways, there's that. Augustaki is looking great. As you can see, there's my hand down to the bottom. It's doing wonderfully. I think the last time I showed the video, my tiny leaves, these were the tiny leaves, these bigger ones here, and they were way down there. So that'll show you about how much they've grown. I had some some pimento peppers germinating in a little baggie and paper towel. And actually, I think that may be the way to go. And then put them in the compost. So that may be what I do this year. As you can see, those look nice, dark, healthy green. I've got two nice dark, you can't see it here of course, but teeny tiny true leaves are coming out on them. I put fresh compost around them today, so that's good. This one here never did pop off. It's seed head. Let's see, I don't even know if I can see the little seed head sticking up there. There you go. It never popped off the seed head, so I'm just going to let it go. Those three were germinated in a little baggie. I've got some lettuce going now. I'm trying to germinate that. I can see a little tail forming on that. And this here is some basil and some parsley that my kids got in a little Christmas stocking stuffer gift. So there's that. Let me put the lid back on here, and I'll take you over to see the tomato. And as you can see, I'm trying to utilize all this little bit of light. So I've got this laying on top, and it's really bright in there. It's nice and warm. So let me go to the tomato. Alright guys, here's my tomato. As you can see where I pruned it off last video, I've got a sucker here, and I've got a tiny little sucker coming in right there. This is one of the prunings, and we've got it stuck down in soil to see if we can root it. This is the yellow pear tomato that I've been growing from seed. There's my kid running in the backyard, and there's my pineapple. And just as a comparison, wow, there's something, Serena's planted something in here. It's growing. I don't know what that is. Here's the Augustaki. This is where I pulled all those over in the corner from. And as you can see, these barely, it's just in that soil. So putting them in the vermicompost bedding has done wonders. So I just want to show you my tomato. I've got it in the window because it's getting a little sun today. And I guess now I'll show you my worm bin. Alright, here we are in the worm bin. Let's see if I can turn this around. I opened this up this morning, and this is my bowl that I mix soil and stuff in some cups. So I keep them in here, so that way Eric doesn't wash them and put them up in the cabinet. I wouldn't want to be eaten out of a worm container. This is it. You can see there's some castings on top that's dried. This is just garden cloth that I laid on top when Paula sent me the worms. They're doing great, Paula, by the way. This morning when I lifted this up, I probably had 20 or more baby worms on this garden cloth. And I was like, whoa. So apparently, over the last day, a bunch have sprouted. Good mercy. Hatched. Let me get my digging tool, and we will show you. You can see the levels are falling a lot. This was up to here, so they're doing their job. Wish I had more light in here, but it's not good for the worms to have a lot of light, so we'll just do the best we can. And you know, everywhere I dig in here, they have really broke this newspaper down. You know what? I'm just going to use my hand so I can make sure I'm not cutting any in half or anything. I'm just going to do this. I'll wash my hands. It's nothing but a few worms. You ever been fishing? You don't use a digging tool when you fish. This is still some of the okra. As you can see, there's a worm in there. A little red thing. So, there's a little baby sticking out of this side. Just went in. So, yeah, they like to do stuff like that. I'm going to go way down. There's a lot of worms everywhere. Going on down. There's more worms. And they're really breaking this stuff down. I mean, there's some more. And it's just good crumbly compost. It's moist, but it's not too moist. I watered it the other day. There's more. So, I mean, they're just... I don't know if you remember my videos past, but my few little worms I had were not doing a good job at all. And since Paula's little leaders have arrived, I mean, I'm going to have compost, good finished compost in no time. I mean, this was newspaper, and it's almost completely eaten. So, and I even had like an entire group of bananas down in here the other day. There's a worm egg or two in there. So, they're good and healthy. I'll stir it up every now and again to get the worms to kind of switch positions. There's some lettuce down here. See, they've been crawling on it. There's a little worm. Is that a worm or an egg? Oh, that's a worm. Little worm on the lettuce. By my finger, the little red line. But, yeah. And this right here was a tomato. Some people say don't put tomato. See if I can hold this and open this up at the same time. Some people say don't put tomatoes, it'll kill the worms. My worms like tomatoes. I don't know if it's the type of tomatoes or maybe that I previously freeze them and they break down so much faster. I don't know, but I have not had any problems. I mean, they devour. They'll leave something else and devour a tomato. I'm going to put a couple of frozen bell peppers in here. Sometimes we buy things and they start to go bad, and what I'll do is I just freeze them, and then I'll add it in, because they break down much faster if it's previously frozen. But the reason I'm digging in here, like these shredded newspaper, they'll stick together like that, and I just like to break them up. It helps it decompose a lot faster. But you can see it's getting rich and dark in there. Worms are doing a great job. Thank you so much, Paula. There's one. He's really happy to get to going back in the soil. But yeah, they're everywhere in here, and see, I'll break these little newspaper clods up. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, she don't have gloves on. I'm a country girl. I have fished with worse than this. So, yeah. I've got these little... Sure. I've got these little... I don't know if you... Can you see those things crawling? They're teeny little white mite looking things. I'm not sure. But, there's a lot in here, but they don't get in my house. They stay in the bin. And then there's these little, occasionally I'll see a little red mite. I guess that's what that's called. But, I don't know. You can put a piece of fruit in there, and they kind of droves towards that. They go in droves. And then we'll cover this side back up. Cover this lettuce back down in there. And I know people say, don't use the colored paper. I've not had any problems. It kind of gives a safe place for the baby worms to hide under. They really don't eat it. They just kind of hide under it until they're big enough to forage, I guess. So I try to keep those like pieces of cardboard like this anywhere I have a food source. And usually there are baby worms, just trying to stay out of the way on that. Let's see if I got anything. Yep, there's some more worms on this lettuce. It hasn't decomposed much, but this was a tomato, and if you can see, it is clear. They have destroyed it. There's a couple of worms still in there. There's a baby worm where I've picked it up. So let's lay that little baby down there. So yeah, they're doing great. They're breaking this stuff down wonderfully. I'll let them finish this lettuce, and I'll feed them again in a few days. But I'm loving seeing all this broke down. It's good news for me, for my garden. I'm excited about it.
Got it.
Alright, set it on the counter over there. Baby girl went and got the mail. See, it's a lot moister down there, so I have a lot more worms. And
Did that come here quicker than last time?
yeah. So there's the worm bin update. Let me make sure I don't have any on. Look, see, I have to double check to make sure I don't have a worm on me. Little baby worm. I always check before I shake my hands off, and this is how easy it comes clean. It just wipes off. No smell, no odor. These things are the best garbage disposal you will ever buy, and you get something in return. So let's cover these back up. Now, I guess I'll see you guys after the new year. Maybe I'll go outside and once I get my garden plans marked off, and kind of show you kind of what ideas I have for the garden. Maybe next week I can get that taken care of. Right now we're still cleaning up after Christmas. We had to rearrange to make room for the tree, and I've got it down, and in its place is going to be, I have a cabinet in my room with adjustable shelving, and it's just mostly my husband's junk, stuff he doesn't, I don't know, it's just junk. We're going to clean that off. I'm going to put it over in the corner where my tree was, and I'm going to hook some lights up. Either this weekend or 2 weeks from now. I'm not quite sure on the date, depending on when I have time. But when I get that done, I'm going to start trays of seedlings. And, because I can start, let's say start February, but I'm going to start really going at it good and strong mid-January. Anyways, that's what I have planned for this new year. I'm praying that my health holds up. Feeling okay right now. I have, I can do a little at a time. Some days I can do more. Some days I can do nothing. But, just keep praying that my health holds up, because I'm so looking forward to spring. I've got my chicken tractor. Actually, I may go out there and video the chicken tractor. Let me get my shoes on and I'll do that. Alright, here I am. First thing, we've moved, let's see, can't see, playhouse and things for my kids over here. One little doofus child of mine won't wear clothes, so she's in shorts. I've got two of my dogs separated. This is the puppy. Look how big he's gotten. Isn't he beautiful? Hey, Casper. Hello, beautiful. And Bandit. Casper and Bandit. And I'll go over. That is okay, right quick, I'll go over. This over here, we've had to repin Kaya because she's a bully. And she was being mean to Bandit. It's not nice, Kaya. Not nice at all. She's so much happier, though. So are they. I have a question for all you guys with pets. This whole pile, all there is leaves and doggy poo, doggy pee, because I raked up the pen today. They're all wet. And would you guys compost that stuff to use just for flower beds? Because I want to put some flower beds over here where I've cleaned out this front yard, and hopefully try some grass. But what do you guys think if I compost it down to really rich black dirt, and it breaks down well? Do you think, as long as, I know glove up if you use it, but we wouldn't be growing any edibles in it, so it'd be all flowers. So just let me know what you think about that. Bandit and Casper are playing, and I've still got some cleaning up to do in there. They drag everything in and mess it up. Okay. No. Got my garden bed. I keep adding compost, but the soil is nice and dark under there. I'm going to put a fence around this to keep the cats out of it. Probably in about the same time I do the other things. No. And over here is a chicken tractor. If you can see my door, y'all leave me alone for just a minute. Kids. What I've got here is the front door, and it's not perfectly level. I don't know what I was doing. Let's see. So, whoa, I dropped it. So what I did is I've got a little shim, and this buckles here, like that. And then I've got another one down there that buckles to keep that door closed. And there it is. Here's my method of moving it around. I've got a chain that I can lift it up with, and it rolls. You can't lift it, of course, but that's it. And it's pretty good size. I got wheels. I'm going to redo this back, I think. Actually get a piece of wood and cut it out where it fits right and put me some egg holes in there. I still got to secure this to this piece of wood and secure the top a little. But keep the cats out because cats can get in there. And, and of course I'll secure this. But it's good and it's sturdy. And that's it. And I bet my neighbors are wondering, what the heck is that thing? But there she is, the finished chicken tractor. What do you think? I think she'll do for my first year using everything on there is recycled. I have no cost whatsoever in that. My door, my hinges, the tin, the wire, the chain that I use to lift it up with is a piece of swing set. The bar that I use on the chain is from an old rollable, what do you call them? Rollable grill, outdoor grill. The wheels came from an outdoor grill. I'm not sure that they'll last a long time, but they'll do for now. But all I got left to do is put some nesting boxes in there. I don't know if you can see in there. And I'm going to put one more shelf in there so they have 2 nesting boxes.